now it is Democracy and Tech Time. Please join me in welcoming Tamara Tachynska from Ukraine of Qela app. Tamara.
Well, hello, people of the free world. My name is Tamara Tachynska. I'm CMO and co-founder of Qela, Supporters Motivation Management app. You know, when there is war, everyone is motivated to collaborate voluntarily. But in times of peaceful development, leaders constantly lose touch with their supporters and fail to make a difference. And this is just a few reasons why. We created Qela app as an adaptive tool for political social campaigns, and we mixed voting, donation, and gamification for supporters motivation management. And you can see who can benefit from our solution. How do we know it works? In addition to being of teams of activists and members of social movements, and also campaign managers, we also tested the idea. For instance, one Ukrainian liberal movement used our app prototype for 2 years. The amount of active users of the app increased 6 times. The amount of donations doubled. Now the movement is the largest grassroots organization in Ukraine. That became possible because their supporters taking part in various actions, gaining influence points, so-called vote weight. The more active users were, the more vote weight it had. So when it came to decision-making on policy-making of the organization and its development, users constantly voted for that by clear and fair rules. In the modern idea of Qela app, we go deeper into gamification. We turn any campaign into quest series with awards, leaderboards, and data on persons and campaign progress. In terms of market, we define from other tools that is used for campaigning. We define from CRM system that is not interactive. We define from directive task managers and needed donation buttons with its attitude to every supporter as a co-decision maker. It is about horizontal leadership, constant mutual feedback, and transparent progress. We offer our product for non-partisan NGOs and movements as a SaaS solution, and pricing depends on the number of active users. We also offer white label software with corresponding price and customized features for political parties. That's how your steps and what your steps as a leader or campaign manager with Qela will look like. You start turning anything you need from your supporter and turning this need into quest. You constantly ask people about their opinion. You let them choose their cup of tea. And you change your campaign on the go based on analytics. And you repeat the cycle again and again, keeping your supporters engaged and motivated. 81% of people worldwide said that it is important to have democracy in their country. Our mission is to empower those people to go for sustainable changes. We're looking for partners and investors to join us. We invite people to play, vote, and change the real world. Thank you, and thank you for supporting Ukraine.
Tamara, thank you. Now we will turn to our panel. Tony, do you have any comments or observations or questions?
I absolutely do. So I'll first start with just an acknowledgement to our fellows from Ukraine. As a person who's served in war, I can tell you you couldn't find a bigger advocate for peace. And so I think on behalf of the judges, we hope and pray for the safety of your families and loved ones and a swift conclusion to this terrible conflict. I'm inspired by the work that you're doing specifically, Tamara. I think it's incredible. My question is really around protecting of user data, given the anti-democratic forces that exist in the world that could find this kind of information threatening. So I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about how you safeguard this really incredible data that could actually be dangerous if used in the wrong hands of your users.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Actually, in that case that I presented, we used blockchain technology to protect data, and it worked very well, and it proves that it is safe.
Terrific.
Stina?
Well, thank you, and thank you so much for your great pitch. And I can also maybe just chip into your question, is that what is the trade-off between if some is actually making change with this technology, despite that there will always be some that wants to misuse the technology, right? My question to you, Tamara, is that you've been on this program for quite some time, and obviously you have many other things to deal with what is happening for you right now. So what is the biggest lesson that you've learned for the last 6 months?
I learned how to be brave, and it is all about bravery. And, you know, in terms of war, it was a huge decision to continue, to keep going, and the whole our country keep going. And also, you have to be brave to sell cold letters, to looking for investors. It requires bravery. Entrepreneurship requires bravery. So yeah, bravery is the core.
Right. Thank you.
Tamara, thank you so much. Appreciate it.